Your PC didn't suddenly become haunted. You didn't install a virus, you didn't anger a wizard. You just installed a Windows update. And somehow your start menu vanished. Your games started like a PowerPoint presentation and your computer now takes emotional damage every time you click shutdown. This isn't a glitch. This is a certified Microsoft moment. Today we're cracking open the latest broken Windows update. What exactly went wrong under the hood, how it managed to break perfectly functional machines, and more importantly, what this tells us about how modern operating systems are patched and how you can protect yourself from becoming collateral damage. Let's talk about how a multi-trillion-dollar company accidentally turned security update into surprise beta test. Here's the wild part. This update wasn't doing anything new. No flashy features, no cool UI refresh, no AI assistant named Clappy Pilot. This was a routine Patch Tuesday update, the digital equivalent of changing your oil. And yet, for some users, it caused boot loops, broken shutdowns, crashed apps, GPU performance drop, and in extreme cases, systems that just refuse to wake up again. So how does something this basic go this wrong? To understand that, we need to pop the hood on how Windows updates actually work. Windows isn't one program. It's more like a loosely held together megazord of subsystems. The kernel, drivers, services, security layers, UI components, and about 1,000 things named Windows something host that nobody fully understands. When Microsoft pushes an update, they're not just patching one file. They're replacing core system components that everything else depends on, especially drivers. And drivers are where the chaos lives. This update touched low-level components that sit right between Windows and your hardware. Things like power management, GPU scheduling, and system services that control login, sleep, and shutdown behavior. If even one of those changes doesn't play nice with your specific hardware, firmware version, or driver stack, congratulations, you're now in the danger zone. And here's where it gets spicy. Microsoft tests updates on millions of machines internally, but the real world is messier. Custom-built PCs, OEM laptops with Frankenstein driver stacks, gaming rigs with GPU drivers from last Thursday, and BIOS updates from 2021. So when this update rolled out globally, it hit edge cases hard. Gamers saw frame drops and stuttering because GPU scheduling changed. Office users saw Outlook and Explorer crash because system services failed to initialize. Some machines just stopped shutting down correctly because Windows couldn't negotiate power states anymore. It's like replacing a car's brake fluid and accidentally disabling the steering wheel. But wait, because this gets even better. Some antivirus and endpoint protection tools actually made the problem worse. Security software hooks deep into the operating system. Kernel level hooks, memory monitoring, behavior interception. So when Windows changed how certain kernel routines behaved, some security tools interpreted that as suspicious activity and blocked it. Windows update versus antivirus. Kernel versus kernel. Two security systems enter, one PC lives. This is the modern update paradox. Security software designed to protect you can amplify damage when the OS underneath it shifts. Which brings us to digital self-defense. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Automatic updates are a supply chain risk. You are trusting that Microsoft didn't mess up. Hardware vendors updated their drivers. Your antivirus vendor tested compatibility. And the rollout didn't catch a rare configuration edge case. That's a lot of trust. So what can you actually do? First, stop being on the bleeding edge. Unless you need to be. If you're not a developer or IT admin, there is zero benefit to being first in line for feature updates. Delay them. Let other people discover the bugs. Let Reddit suffer first. Second, snapshot your system. System restore, disk images, backups. Just pick one. Because when an update breaks boot, I'll just uninstall it. It stops being an option real fast. Third, treat updates like code changes. Read patch notes. Watch for emergency out-of-band fixes. If Microsoft rushes a hotfix days later, that's That's not a flex, that's damage control. And finally, understand that stability is a feature. The irony is that this update was meant to improve security, and instead, it reminded everyone why uptime, predictability, and boring reliability matter more than whatever buzzword got added to the changelog. This wasn't the end of Windows. It wasn't even the worst update in history. But it was another reminder that modern operating systems are incredibly complex, and even small changes can ripple outward like a wrecking ball. So yeah, your PC isn't cursed. Microsoft just tripped over their own abstraction again. If this video saved you from reinstalling Windows, taught you why updates break things, or just made you feel slightly better about your PC's emotional instability, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want more under the hood breakdowns and digital self-defense you can actually use. And tell me in the comments, what did this update break for you? Because if history tells us anything, the next one is already loading.